2024. What a year. It hasn't happened yet, but I have a feeling that 2024 is going to be good. Really good for me, I hope. I'm praying, I'm pleading to the God above that 2024 is a good year because there are a lot of things I want to do in 2024. Not to say that 2023 was a write-off, not at all. Being able to finally go to Japan, finally actually being able to save some money, being able to do a lot of things that I've wanted to do for a long time, 2023 has been a good year. There has been a few lows, of course, it comes with life in general, and I don't know what it's like for everyone, but for the lows for me tend to hit hard. There are days where I do get very down and days where I do get very stuck in my own head. And I found ways around that. I found ways to mitigate that and try and focus purely on me, what me and my body and my mind need. And I think with the tools I have now, 2024 is going to be one of the better years of my life. I hope so. I'm going to jinx it and somehow get in a car accident. I've had plenty of near misses this year. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to jinx it. I pray to God, I swear to you, I'm not trying to jinx it. But 2024, I have a few goals in mind, a few big goals in mind, but I'm excited because there are a lot of cool things that could, should, and hopefully will happen. Starting off with professional wrestling. As you all know, for at least a little bit, I've been training with ACW, LA Championship Wrestling. I've been training and I've been doing backstage correspondence, and who knows what will happen next year. I have three main goals for this year. I'm going to break them down for you. They're kind of like, I saw Lixian, Markiplier's editor, Lixian TV, I think the YouTube channel's called, I don't know. He does this thing every year for the anniversary of Unus Annus dying, where he talks about goals that he had that try and make Unus Annus proud. Can't speak English, god damn it. And he has like a bucket list of things he tries to do in that year. This is kind of me doing that because we've done like Firestorm podcasts, Gus and I have done podcasts talking about the impending year and what we want to do for the past 2 years, I think. I don't think we're going to do that this year. There's not really a lot to talk about. I don't know about him, but for me, I kind of want to do my own thing talking about it here. So 3 main goals. 1, continue with my wrestling endeavors. I have been training non-stop, well, actually quite stop and start because of away work. I've been training for professional wrestling and I am very keen to see what comes of that, the fruits of my labor. I've been getting fitter, I've been working on a lot of things to do with wrestling and I'm very keen to see what happens. I'm hoping, I'm not going to jinx it, but maybe an in-ring debut, I don't know, we'll see, depends how well I adapt and learn. I would be very keen for that, and if it happens, you will all know about it. Until then, I'll continue to share the shows that I do work at, or just am a part of in any manner. I will continue to share shows. Goal number 2, I want to get 80,000 words on the manuscript of my book, The Protector. Now, 80,000 words is a big goal. It is the size of a regular novel. Actually, in high school, I keep going back to in high school I did this. In high school, before I decided to turn The Protector into a novella / light novel series, my original book was initially 80,000 words. So that's kind of why I've chosen this goal. Recently, especially lately, I've been writing a lot more because I've been able to get back into a way of disciplining myself, or as I call it in my head, mental edging. Because I call it something like that, very cringe, but I call it something like that because I don't know who exactly I heard it from. It was from one of those YouTube shorts when you're scrolling endlessly. It was either like a wrestler like Sheamus or something, or a creator like Markiplier. I don't honestly know who it was. Someone said, it was something like, I don't listen to music much, I do listen to an audiobook, but I only play the audiobook when I'm in the gym. So I can only know what happens by going to work out. And that really sparked an idea in my head. So I've been doing something similar with writing. I've been watching this very entertaining YouTube channel called Bookend Gaming, and they have lots of Let's Plays, like 15-minute episode Let's Plays, and a few longer ones as well, just whatever. I've been watching and listening to them play visual novels on one screen while I've been writing on the other, and it's just been, they're a very entertaining duo. So I've just been listening to them and listening to the game, because they're describing the game and they're making cracking jokes, and I can only watch them when I write. And that really does get to me some days, because they play these games and they get through halfway through a story, and then I'm at work like, fuck, I want to know what happens in the rest of that story, but I can't. I have to be writing to do that. So that's why I'm calling it mental edging, like just fucking like it's my version of discipline. And you know what? It's been working. I've actually been writing more like in the past month than I have in a long time, and I want to keep that up. So that is my goal there. And thirdly, my third main goal is to just focus on my health. My health still isn't the tip-top, the one. It's still not the best in the world, but I want to make sure it gets better, because I'm getting to my mid-20s, and I know that eventually my natural metabolism is going to start wearing down, and because that's usually what happens, I'm assuming. I don't know if it's early 30s or mid-20s. I think it was mid-20s what I heard. I could be wrong about that. It's different for everyone, I assume. But yes, I have said this before in a previously deleted video, end-of-year video I made, that I was kind of like, I was really down when I made that video, saying like, if I can't sort out my health issues by next year, I'm just gonna give up. And then I look back on that now, that deleted video, and think, fuck, that is a dumb mindset. Like, health and fitness is a lifelong journey, I've been told numerous times by people much more qualified than me. So having that sort of mindset is not a good thing. And I've kind of grown out of that, and I've got into a better mindset, and that was kind of the main start, the main hurdle. The mindset of me and myself and wanting to improve myself. I'm finally at the point where I want to improve myself. I see the direction I need to go, because doing professional wrestling helps, because actually knowing what I have to do to be competent in the ring and last for 5, 10, 15 minute match, actually knowing how, like, what to train to improve so I can do those things, there's a clearer goal in mind. So that's what I'm trying to work on now. So those are the three main goals. Plenty of other good things are going to be happening next year. There is a 99% chance, unless the vid comes and fucks us up again, because there's news reports that shit's coming back, or is it coming back in worse? I don't know if it ever left. But yes, April, I'm going to America. I'm very excited. I'm meeting with Gus. We're going to be making content on my channel, and we're going to be making a lot of content for Firestorm, and we're just going to be hanging out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And speaking of content, this YouTube channel, I have thought numerous times about what I want to do with the channel, especially because I am doing a lot more things outside of it. Wrestling and writing are kind of my priorities at the moment, and this channel has kind of fallen to the wayside in my mind, but I still care about it. And in fact, I didn't realize I'm closing in on 10 years of content creation. That is freaking whack, yo. Nearly 10 years. 2025, I think it was August 2025, will be 10 years since my first video upload. And that is crazy for me to think, considering 2024 at the time of recording is just around the corner. So I'm eager to try and get into that, and I do have content I want to do next year. Not a lot of it is planned or guaranteed to happen, but here are some of the things I was thinking about. January, Tekken 8. Tekken 8's coming out. I 100% want to play it and play the story mode. I remember actually years ago when Tekken 7 was first coming out, I reacted to most of the trailers and stuff like that. I haven't been doing that this time around. I haven't felt the need. Although all the new characters, Azuzina, Victor, Reina, oh my god, Reina, I'm a simp, oh my god. A lot of these characters are all very cool, and I'm very happy that a lot of the mainstays that I use in Tekken are back as well, so I'm very keen for Tekken 8. I really want to play that. February, I was thinking of doing an unboxing. I've slowly been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I pre-ordered a box set for Yu-Gi-Oh! Phantom Nightmare. It features a lot of my old favorite cards, and I like new versions of those favorite cards. So I was thinking about doing an unboxing. I don't really know how to do that, and I need to learn the camera setup for a card, an unboxing, because I'm not good at that sort of thing naturally. Like, I've tried doing it when I was younger. I never understood how to do it. So yeah, we'll see. I talked about a video idea I had on Firestorm regarding this kind of outlaw criminal in Australia that's never been caught, and I have been flipping and flopping of inspiration for that, so I don't really know. We'll see if I make that. If I do make that, I kind of want it to drop May, because it will be like an anniversary sort of event for his last or first robbery. I forgot what it was, I wrote it down in a document. More Ruby related content. If anything else Ruby related happens, I want to cover it, I want to talk about it. Big fan of Ruby, and Ruby has kind of seen a resurgence on my channel, especially in 2023. And speaking of Ruby, I am planning on doing that video I said I was going to about Neapolitan, the life and timeline of Neapolitan. I'm still scripting that, I'm still making that happen. And that's all I can really think of off the top of my head. Those things are for some of you, and obviously anything that I film in America, that's not for Firestorm, it's for me. Gus was saying we could do something like those, going around and trying all the different fast food restaurants, and I'm like, God, I'm gonna fucking gain some weight if I do that shit. But you know, it was an idea. There's that, and there's obviously I could just vlog a lot of America. It probably won't be as serialized as my Trent in Japan series, but I have told JJ to queue up a Trent in USA logo in case I make that happen. We'll see. But yeah, there is a lot I want to do, and I need to make sure I can properly adjust my timing and my schedules. See, definitely work and doing away work has interfered in a lot of that for me, and obviously my own mental blockages. So I feel like now, like, I have better mentally prepared myself, and I think I can make all of this happen. If I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but those are my goals, and I like the idea of having clearly defined goals and actually being able to get there, because previously in the past I've made these goals like weight loss and stuff like that, and I've never had a path, I've never had a set list how to do it, because I've always, in my head, I feel like I need that structure. And with getting into wrestling, like training for wrestling this year, and finding out how to self-discipline myself again with writing, I feel like those three main goals are definitely attainable. So that's basically it. I do have other video ideas in mind as well for YouTube. As I said, I have contemplated not doing YouTube anymore. One thing that definitely has turned me around is the updated YouTube partner program, I believe. I believe the criteria has dropped it from 1,000 subscribers to 500 subscribers to get your content monetized. And it is currently, at the time of recording, still rolling out around the world. If it is, it's like 3 uploads in the past 90 days, sorry, and a certain amount of views. I've hit the views. I think with this video I'll hit the 90-day thing. We'll see, I might have to make another one just in case. I don't know if you have to keep that up as well to keep the monetization going. But I've already surpassed 500 subscribers thanks to the Ruby videos. I did say in a Firestorm podcast I wanted to try and make enough content to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and that's not happened. But with this updated YouTube partner program, maybe I could monetize the channel, and I know it won't be a lot. I remember an old friend, Larissa, when her channel got monetized, she only made about like 10 Aussie bucks a month, and she had vastly more views than me. So I know I'm not gonna make anything from YouTube, but it's kind of like, it's cool in my head to be like, okay, there is a way I can make money here if I ever need to do so. If there's if everything else fails, at least that will be an option. So in my head, that kind of works out. And also, another thing I want to do YouTube-wise, maybe, potentially, we'll see in some manner, music. I'm not going to elaborate. We will see. Of course, none of this is guaranteed. I said that earlier, none of this is guaranteed. So, if you could please subscribe to the channel. There is a lot of stuff I want to do for the channel, for myself, for my life, trying to make things work. And if you want to stick around and watch the journey, please do so. And if you've been subscribed for a long time, thank you very much for tuning in, staying tuned, and hope you guys enjoy the content and all have a wonderful new year. And I hope 2024 is as fantastic for everyone as I hope it is going to be for me. So yes, thank you very much everybody. Catch you later.